And we're back once again in Way of the Steyr here, getting ready to do a hunt. Oh wait, what did I say? Steyr? I mean Way of the Hunter. We are in Way of the Hunter on Nespers here. I'm thinking just doing a need zone collection hunt. I'm in the last day of a year, and that is the best day to look for 4 stars around the map because the next in-game day has a chance that they'll go 5-star. So the last day of every year, always the most exciting. So I'm just going to pick out the Loadout, and I'm thinking of just going east out of the lodge here. There's an elk herd that lives up in these hills, and I almost want to check them out there. And then there is, I think, whitetail just beyond them that I don't have need zones for all of them. So I'll probably collect them, do a few things, talk about the game while we do so, a few developments, and just discussion like normal. But let's check out the loadout. Okay, here's all our rifles here. What should we bring today? No, we don't want any of those Remingtons. We just want our Steyrs right here. I'll get rid of these. Just toss them out there. We don't need those Remingtons. There is actually a Steyr rifle I don't use. Here's the first topic. So the Steyr Gams, the big, exciting rifle in the DLC. I don't actually use it. To use the 6.5, I use the SSG. And the reason why I won't actually even demonstrate it is because when I notice when I'm firing both of them or the GAMs over all the other rifles and I'm comparing them, the GAMs is much louder. So what has happened is I guess is the game file for the Steyr games. I don't know if the developers know this or not. Well, what do I know, right? I just have the recording going, and I can measure the decibels of my mic and the game volume and everything like that. And I've got the Steyr gams coming in about 6 plus decibels louder than all the other rifles in the game, or most of them. So I think they just implemented the sound file too loud. And if I use the gams, I almost have to reduce my game volume before I fire around, because I can't. I've got to choose to lower the game volume and not hear anything else, and have the rifle at a reasonable volume, which I just can't really do. So the gams has been shelved. I'm not going to be using it. It is too loud compared to the other audio in the game. I appreciate a good rifle sound, but yeah, if you notice that in your game, you take these out there, this thing just, I don't remember what it is. Is it 12 decibels of the doubling of sound? Because it's not a linear thing. So, or is it 6 that's a doubling of sound? I don't think it's 6. I think it's going to be 12 decibels. I can't remember. But yeah, the GAMS is louder than anything else, and it is too loud to fire. It's just anyways, so I've been using the SSG. So I'm going to bring this because I want to take a look at the ballistics of it, or the actual damage model of it, because it's got the 6.5 Creedmoor has a very unique cavity profile where all the cavity stuff is right at the start. And I want to take a look at that maybe against these elk. So I want to see what kind of downside is it, because to me, if the cavity damage, we're going to bring the Gavi 2 here. If the cavity damage is too early on, that can definitely be a downside, right? So I think the 6.5 is heavily dependent on its penetration damage, but I haven't used it very much. I mean, everybody's still having a good success with it because the penetration's so much, and that's mainly how we're doing the killing anyways, is with the penetration damage. But I mean, the cavity damage helps with being more forgiving of a shot. So I want to take out the SSG here and just kind of play around with it a bit. So there was a bit of a ramble here for the intro. But yeah, there's a few things to talk about in the game. One is the topic that's come up about all these Steyr rifles that's in the game. I've actually had a couple complaints on the channel and everything, not directed at my channel or anything, but about the game, basically being a promotional to over Steyr. I don't know what to make of it. The developers seem to be under the impression that it's really important to have brand rifles and brand equipment in the game. And maybe they're right. I don't really know. But it does seem to be a little weird. Where the vast majority of the rifles in the game are now Steyr, and that they're superior to Remington. I don't know, if I was Remington, I'd be a little grumpy. It just seems kind of weird, right? That the one brand is, I don't know. Did Steyr buy some of the game, the shares, or whatever in the developer? Anyways, I don't really have too much complaints. They're just in-game rifles or whatever. I understand. But it does seem weird now that it's so lopsided into the favor of Steyr. But anyways, on to the gameplay. I find that interesting here. So I've got I pegged the middle of the elk zone, and what we're going to do is the old-fashioned way. I don't actually need to use the toolbox to find these guys, because I already have all the zones. And with developments from my science testing and other scientists, mainly Toothless Troll, Wawa Greg, I've kind of abandoned the science on it. It's on the need zone flipping stuff with the pressure. It's not practical, and I only stick with the practical stuff as far as I've determined. Anyways, but Greg's taken over from where I've left off, and he's come up with a few other things I didn't even consider. So maybe we'll talk about that too. But if you got all the zones, basically, it no longer matters in my mind which one's often and rare, because while the flipping is sort of controllable, it's not worth the time, in my opinion. So I just treat both zones as the same. There are some finer details that seem to be coming to light that just make it so it's not really worth tracking them. So if we got all the zones, I don't actually need the toolbox. The toolbox is just used for keeping track of my calendar now, and then marking a 4-star here and there. So I don't actually need to use, if I got the zones, I don't actually need to use the toolbox too much, which is kind of weird since I use it all the time. Yeah, but I just need to know the times, because I can't remember. What are they? Rocky Mountain elk here? Or I guess it doesn't matter. They gotta be going to their drink zone, right? What time is it? 8:30. Okay, so they're on their way to the drink. So they've been eating, and they're on the way to the drink. I mean, it would help to know right now which one is their often zone. I probably have it marked down, but I'm not going to worry about it too much, because then you know which direction they're coming from. But I guess I'm just going to camp out these drink zones here. I wasn't actually wanting to hunt them on the drink, but I guess we'll do, because these drink zones aren't too visible. There's so much trees in the way, and the wind's going right at that drink zone. Ugh. Alright, if I get there first, which I will probably, the wind won't be an issue, I don't think. Oh, but yeah, so that's the plan there. Just do a little bit of hunting, a bit of analyzing of the Creedmoor damage profile. In here it penetrates really far in, but the cavity damage profile is much different than all the other rounds, so a little bit of a concern with the bigger animals with it, probably. I mean, if you miss your shot placement, just because I don't think you have the cavity damage to sort of give you that leeway on a missed shot. And I'm gonna keep following up with, was it my last video? What's the one that I did about taking the heart shot advice? Was that the last video? I can't remember now. But I've talked to a few people, and it's not really a big mystery. But I've sort of figured the best shot placement is to aim for the top of the heart, I think. Because if you shoot low, you're going to hit the heart. If you shoot anywhere else, you're going to get the lungs. And if you shoot right on, you're still going to get the heart. So a kind of top of the heart shot placement, I think, is what I'll eventually fall on here. A moose. Oh my. Where's that moose? Here? What moose is, there is a moose up here, isn't there? See, now I need the toolkit. Because, I think there is a moose in these hills. Yes, there is moose in these hills, and I don't have the icon for them. Which I don't know how I've gone this long in the game without getting the icon. I've seen them before. Unless they're a new solo one. Oh, the icon's supposed to be about here. Anyways, the drink here and down by the tower. How did I miss them all this time? Anyways, I think they must be coming down to this drink, maybe? But what should we do here? So these are the two elk drink zones. One's half a kilometer away. Well, I'm going to beat them here. I can check which drink zone is the often one. And then adjust from there. And I should hop over there. Do a little hop, skip, and jump that away. And get that icon to show up on the map. Maybe I should travel around and get all those moose zones, I suppose. Anyways. What do we have here? I'm not too sure if I'm going to talk about more need zone flipping or not. I suppose you guys should. Some of you would be interested in the info, I suppose. Okay, so they're coming this way. But which direction? They're going to come from the south or they're going to come from the east. The wind will work in either way. So what I'll do is while we're waiting for them, I will go over to this moose zone. It's been a while since I've been here. There's badgers or something that come drink up here too. Yeah, right here. So I've been down. Oh, they're right here. That was quick. I remember coming down here months and months ago when the game was starting, picking up all these. That's how I know the badgers are here. So how did I go down? I remember running down this river grabbing everything. So how did I miss these moose? Unless these guys got added some other, like after that. But I do remember them being there. I don't quite understand how I managed to miss them. Anyways, is that him there? No, just a tree. So I guess we can check out the Creedmoor on a moose. But if I go too far, the wind is going to be, because it's going right there. Oh, there he is right there. Hey there, buddy. How are you? You're alerted. Are you all on your own? I didn't bring the moose call. I didn't think I was going to run into a moose. And the wind's going to catch him too. So, yeah, still on the hiker difficulty, the best difficulty in the game, as far as I'm concerned these days. Time saving, action packed, and patience forgiving of your patience. Yeah, okay, so he's a solo? Maybe that's why I never picked him up. Because the solos weren't in the game at the start. Alright, well, there's no real point in taking this guy. Let's get out of here, buddy. Get out of here. There he goes. But I thought it was a cow that called up on the hill. Anyways. So his drink zone should be around here. Somewhere. Right here. Right here. Nope, that's the badger one. Yeah, so I think that's what happened. I think he's a solo. And he got added afterwards, because I did this stretch. It's funny how you can remember spots in these maps. Because a lot of us spent so much time in Nez here doing the story. And I never moved on to Transylvania. I stayed here for a long time. And you really get to know the map. And you start remembering things. Like, I remember like the stuff that's like nearly a year ago. There he is. Going up here. And I was hunting those badgers. I was trying to figure out the badgers. And I went up here. And I went and sat up on those rocks because you had visibility. And the badger's on the other side, I think. Yep, he's on the other side of the rocks. So I stayed up here and looking both ways. Never found the badgers. couldn't It basically had disappeared on me. That was a long time ago. But you still remember these things because I remember how annoying this hill was and how I was losing my patience finding the badgers, and I sat up there forever and the badgers never came to drink. Like testing my patience. Let's see here. So, is it 9 o'clock? Almost 9 o'clock. The elk should be arriving. Wind is good. Should be a fairly large herd of elk. I haven't heard any calls though, which is weird. The elk should just be singing. Maybe they're off to the rare zone today. So, what did I say? East or the south? It's almost 9 o'clock. They definitely should be here. If they're coming to this drink zone, they're going to be within the hunter sense noise range. So any kind of call I should pick up. So maybe they are going to the rare one. Well, this could be fun. Now what I'll do is mark their feed, and I'll go see if that's their often zone. Because if it is, then I can just come up behind them, I guess, because they're going to be heading to their rare drink zone, apparently. Alright, let's go see. Oh, never mind. Here they are. So they're coming from here. And they're either going across or they're coming this way. But they're late. Wind is excellent, though. I should be able to find out in a moment. Actually, they're probably coming to this one. They're pretty close to there, so they are coming to often drink. Something slowed them down. I don't think I would have stirred them up when I came through there. I suppose it's possible. But look at this nice open area. Oh, that's a good drink zone. Wait, who was that? We got a fox. Can I see the male fox? No, not much chance in that. Alright, we'll ignore the fox for now. So, shouldn't these elk be visible about now? Oh, right there. There's one anyways. 2 Steyr mature. Nothing exciting. Yeah, there's the group. We'll just throw a marker in there so I know. We're going to wait a minute here, let them come out in the open. There's no hurry. Here they are, moseying down. I don't think they're coming out too much anymore. He's already laying down, so I think that just means once they've laid down, I think they've entered the zone. 2 Steyr mature. Is he old? You are old fur? I can't tell. Shady. Shady down there. Bunch of old cows in there. Oh my god. They're all old. Old matures all over the place. Got 1 star bull. Okay, this is a low fit herd. What are the chances of that guy being good? Man, a bunch of cows though. So I wouldn't mind taking more of them. Good money. So we are going to be aiming at the 1 Steyr mature because why not? Is it really only 2 bulls? No, 3 bulls. There's this guy. Yeah. Alright, let's plan for a shot. Okay, I guess they weren't there. Well, laying down means they're at the zone, though. So, they've just decided to move more into the zone, I suppose. 100 meters, no problem. No problem. Wind in their face. Get the old SSG out here. Ooh, a shot where they are angled down and face on is actually one of the more challenging shots. If you're not doing headshot, that is. Doing a headshot's easier because you got way more flush to break into. Not too sure what the Creedmoor can do in this situation. I'm just kind of contemplating it here. I don't mind using the Hunter Sense dot with this scope. Just because it doesn't have, like, the 18 times one has the big reticle in the way, and the 15's got the big, it has like a red dot. This one's okay. I've never been a big fan of it, but I can turn it right off. It doesn't really do anything anyways. The 6.5 is being mudged to like a few millimeters. So he's quartering. Let's just turn it off. Quartering slightly away. I'm actually not too sure how to do this shot because we don't have any cavity damage to assist us probably. Could just wait for him to turn. I'm thinking of testing it, but if he slanted down, there's way more flesh to go through. But if I cut into the right side a bit, I mean, I could take the shot right there when he turns his neck that way, like right there. I should actually cut in. I don't like doing the shots when laying down though. I don't learn much from it, and I don't trust the hitbox. Well, okay, he's up now. That's a heavy quarter. This would be quite the test, eh? Oh, there's the turn. He's gonna go behind the tree. I'm not shooting when he's on the move. I'm waiting just for a still shot. Like it comments once in a while, I'm going too slow or something, but it's a hunting game. Relax. You shoot thousands of these guys. Don't like her in the way. Oh well, we can just throw it in. I want to try for the upper heart shot. See, I don't mind watching them here. And does she see me? She kind of looks like she does. She might be in the defensive mode. Alright, stepping forward heart shot with the leg leaning back, leg leaning forward. Heart's gonna be, no, it's gonna be hard. Let's just throw it in there where I think it is. It should be the upper heart. Blood looks okay. I don't think it's heart though. See, I don't think we're gonna get much cavity damage at all. Yeah, he's going down, so that's good. Be a single lung. Alright, let's check out the blood. And to take it from there. And then maybe I'll talk about the need zone info, the more updated stuff here. Let's go see though. So we have her hit. And... oh, that's her drinking. Yeah, medium, okay. So it's going to be a lung hit. I must have gone over top of the heart, so I'm assuming. But I'm curious to see for myself what the cavity damage looks like. And I get asked about the little glows on the ground. That's just the difficulty level. You make the difficulty down, then you get these glows on the blood. That's all that is. So you can just have Hunter Sense turn it off and then follow it. It just adds more blood and stuff. So we'll give him a minute here to go down, and then yeah, we'll take it from there. I could, I'm not really that interested, but I could check the zone to see if it flipped. I mean, it's for most species, it's pretty much. I mean, sometimes it flips on one harvest, sometimes it flips on 2. But it should be 2. What can happen is if you're shooting near the zone, if they hear the gunshot, it's adding hunting pressure, and it's adding more hunting pressure than we first thought. So So anyways, just to give you the base numbers, what we're looking at now. This comes mainly, well, I guess I can talk about this now. So I did a bunch of videos on the flipping need zones if you've been keeping up to on the channel. So I have a bunch of the examples recorded, right? And the purpose, all since the game started and the channel started on the game, was never to like convince anyone of anything. It was mainly just to show gameplay of Way of the Hunter from my perspective, so people can take that gameplay and then compare it to their own to see what's similar and what's not, and just to share kind of the experience and stuff like that. So I have my sort of what I've been dealing with the flip zones recorded, and then Greg's watched them all, and then he's kind of carried on from where I left off, sort of. And what I found out was that they were flipping on either one harvest or two when you shot them on the zone. And my conclusion is it's supposed to be two, and I couldn't explain why one harvest was flipping the zone. But what I think it is so I thought there was like 4 different hunting pressure levels, but now I'm thinking there's only 2: heavy hunting pressure and light hunting pressure. And there's only a couple scenarios that add it together, where a harvest on the zone, or I think even a harvest off the zone, I think it's the same pressure at this point. I think it is, and it only takes 2 harvests to flip the zone for majority of species. But there's another type of hunting pressure which I just call light hunting pressure, and it accumulates at half the rate that heavy pressure does. So if it takes 2 instances of heavy pressure on a zone to flip a zone, then it's going to take 4 instances of light pressure. So what I'm thinking on those one flip things is that there's been some gunfire or some kind of hunting pressure around the area prior to that harvest, because it only takes 2 separate gunshots. For all I know, the stacking, like the non-stacking stuff's not working, and it actually is stacking. I don't think it is, though. I think the non-stacking's working. Anyways, that's a different story. But I think some hunting pressure's already on them, so that's why the one harvest is doing it. Or, well, I don't know. Anyways, that's my conclusion there, is that there's previous hunting pressure on there. And I come to that conclusion because the other thing Greg seems to have found out. Was he not dead? Did he get up again? Oh no. Did they all come back? Was he like the leader of the group? Oh, he might have been. See how they all came back to him? That was another video. What was I saying there? Oh yeah. Actually I forget. Yeah, I talk too much. The video's almost 30 minutes long. There's some rambling to get through. The hunting pressure doesn't seem to dissipate. So if I went to a zone and took a shot at an animal, and it will apply 1 unit of hunting pressure, so light hunting pressure, it'll never go away. Not until the zone flips. It's not dissipating as far as we can tell. So I think that's what's happening, is the hunting pressure is getting retained from us just shooting somewhere around it, and then we eventually harvest on it, and it flips in one harvest. Because it only takes 4 shots, so 4 instances of light pressure to flip. So I mean, if there's 2 shots, that's basically the same pressure as 1 harvest. So if you did like 2 shots around the area with them on it or whatever. Anyways, I hope that makes any sense. But that's the one thing, is all the zones seem to be saving their hunting pressure. So that's why I think some of them are flipping in 1. Because I think the hunting pressure just got retained from before the update. So some zones have it. Since hunting pressure is not going away. So far the tests appear that hunting pressure is just staying. I think the max has been tested. Greg did it, I think. He tested 4 years. So 4 years is 12 in-game days. And after 12 in-game days, the hunting pressure didn't dissipate at all. I'm not going to go into too much detail how that was fully determined, but yeah. So here's the shot. And looks like the cavity damage. Yeah, see it spikes right before the lung. But it's kind of right at the lung. So that still works. That still works. The cavity damage is delayed enough. That's not bad. I mean, you can't use the cavity damage for the heart really. But yeah, I shot over the heart like I thought. But that's my new thing. I think I'm going. I'm aiming for the upper part of the heart. Because if you shoot low, you got it. Anywhere else, you're gonna get lung. And then if you have like a more cavity damage weapon, then you'll probably hit the heart too. Oh, so that works fine. I figured it would, but yeah, look how far it pinned too. Did it get to the other lung? No, it didn't. Just barely, but there's so much flesh in between the lungs. Anyways, there he is. Half an hour in, one harvest. 31%. That is a low fit group though. I should just get rid of the rest of them. Too bad I kind of scared them away more though. I could have harvested another one and just shown that the zone flipped again. But oh well. Yeah, I'm just back at the zone here. My main goal was actually that whitetail herd. I wanted to grab the other zones for it. Yeah, so he didn't flip. And that would be an okay test if I could hit one off of the zone, but meh. Oh well. Yeah, so I'm gonna plot a course here to use whitetail. Because my new sort of goal is to use the in-game map a little more. I mean, it's very limited, but I wouldn't mind, actually filling out the zones like these guys. They should be coming down here too. So let me just mark the zones here, and I'll be right back here. I also remember hunting these guys, because I remember the drink zone being right on the bridge. But I guess, and you know what, I do remember that. I remember not ever picking up the zone. I remember seeing them. And well, it is kind of a neat feeling remembering the early days of Way of the Hunter. Even though it is kind of still early, right? Just the 1 year's done. But I remember like the first opening month or two, I remember hunting up in here, and I was playing on Hunter difficulty for most of that time. And the alertness, like we didn't know any of the information that we do now. And the animals were even more alert than they are now. Like they were just super sensitive, hearing you through everything. Oh, I remember getting frustrated in this area because of the trees. I'd be spooking things all over the place, never knowing they were there. I'd be, because we didn't have the toolbox or anything either, right? So you're just walking around blindly. I'd be walking here, and then all of a sudden I spooked a herd 200 meters over that hill. You're like, what? I didn't call. I didn't know they were there. Back when the lures only, what was the lure range? 150 meters or less? It wasn't very long, so the lures were useless because you'd spook them long before you'd get in range of the lures, and yeah, you'd be spooking them everywhere. Okay, I don't actually know why the guy switched his weapons. River, what are you doing? I must have rolled the mouse wheel, did I? Yeah. Anyways, but that's what this part reminds me of. Because this is where up through here, probably through here. Oh, I remember having difficult hunts. And I recorded them too. That's probably in the first 20 videos up on the website. I remember coming in here and having a hard time sneaking up on them. Oh, this is a rambling video. Well, there's some nice info in it. Probably somewhere. Ooh, a game trail. Oh, the whitetail game trail. This one's kind of going all over the place, though. It's going that way. Yeah, these game trails are neat, too. I like that mechanic in the game. Because they follow that game trail. They won't go straight to it. Ah, you know what that game trail is? Oh, no, it can't be rust defeating. Oh, yes, it is, right? Yes, rust defeating. But it must be, like, just for fun, I could follow it. Is it right here? It's right here, yeah. Because it doesn't go straight there. It'll do these little curves and stuff and come in from a different angle. Because that is where it is there. See how it's not going right at it? It's going off to the side. But yeah, this will go right into it. But is it 11? No. So they're going to be at their feed zone. Oh, which is right here. Where's their other feed zone? It is this one here. Okay, so they feed on the north, then they come to the south. So that's kind of a cool one. I mean, if you're hunting these guys, you go to either, like, sit in between here, you know they're going to be coming from the north. Like, always coming out of the trees. I could check. This is probably their rare. Anyways. Even after all this time, the game can be interesting. Yeah, here's their game trail. Oh, or this one's going to a different spot. Or same spot? Am I getting confused? I'm getting confused because their feed zone's up there. Oh, must be the game trail from this rest to this feed zone. Anyways, so I haven't heard them from up there, so I'm assuming they're at this feed zone, but they're also traveling. No doubt by now. But I'm gonna go up and grab this zone anyways, and then I'll come down and pounce on them from the north. Then I'll have to end the video because I'm trying to do 30-minute videos now. Like on all the games. 30 minutes. But doesn't seem to happen. Much like my live stream. My live stream is supposed to be 2 hours or 90 minutes. You know, nothing wrong with a short one, but they always go 2.5 or 3 hours or something. Oh, there they are. Looks like they're headed to the bridge. Okay, no problem. I still want to get the zone though. Now I do pick on the game quite a bit, but it's all in good faith. It's like I do like the game, and I do want it to get better, sort of thing. But I do like the recent changes they've done. I'm not too bothered about the DLC rifle pack or anything like that, but I am much more interested in all the little quality of life stuff. How did I get that much closer that quick? Wasn't it over 300? I suppose I am jogging. But yeah, they're definitely going there. Who's this? Okay, so that's eating rarely. Oh no, it's these guys. Yeah, so they were coming from here all the way down there. Okay. Right. But yeah, I poke at the game, but it's still, it does get, it is more enjoyable right now than probably it's ever been, maybe. Just because the hunter sense blur's gone away, and it's the little quality of life things that I hope they keep improving on. But I am one of those players that the more I know about the game, the more enjoyable it is. I don't like the, I don't know, the uncertainty, not the uncertainty, but the randomness that can seem to happen. I like to understand the mechanics. And so we got a good handle on a lot of it. Yeah. And the game does its own wave thing like any other games. People stop playing it, then something happens, but people come back, and then they stop playing it. It's going up and down. So I think we're going to be hitting kind of a lower player population here for November. Probably. Apparently, they got something planned maybe for December. Who knows? I don't, I'm not really worried about it at the moment. I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't get anything till the new year. But there's enough to do. Oops. Way to go, me. Me not paying attention. So this is why I'm on hiker. I still spook up. Be jogging away. But here's the thing. They shouldn't run too far, so I should be able to recover the situation. Now, they were here. No, they were definitely coming here. So they weren't at the drink zone yet. So I spooked them in transition. But I spooked them towards their destination, though. So I'm helping them out. Oh, so what I should do is actually go up this hill here. And then I can peer down. That's what I'll do. Because I think they're just stopping. Like they're already trotting. Can't be going that far. And they'll probably just come down to the drink zone. So that is the plan. See if River can get up this hill here. Here we are, up on the edge of this hill, I suppose. Great big hill. Looking down on their drink zone. There's the bridge. See, I know these guys. Now, I spooked them a little too far. They're in there somewhere. I'm thinking we're going to have to wait them out. Because they should come right out to here, and then I should have an interesting shot on them if they come right out here. And not too often do we, well in this game, do we get such a verticality on the animals without our tree stands or anything. So that's a shot we don't do too much. I mean, Hunter Classic, we're on tree stands all the time, shooting down on them, so. Yep, they are too far in there. I wonder how long it's going to take for them to come on out. Come on, 5-star. Can't get any read on them. Nope. Alright. Looks like it's waiting time. Well, he looks like he's got antlers. But River just can't figure it out from here. Alright, they're not coming out of the trees. I'm going to have to go down and get them. And once you spook them, and then they change their location, they could take forever before they start traveling again. They'll just hang out in the spot where they are. I was hoping maybe on the hiker difficulty the timer would be shorter and they would continue on, but I don't think it is. I think that timer's the same. So I should be able to be a little assertive here and just go get one. I thought I marked them where they were. I guess I didn't. Oh, they're right here. See, that was much easier. All I had to do is relocate a little bit. But sure if you, oh, here they all are. Young guy, adult. Yeah, we're not gonna have any great excitement here. So I'm kind of glad I didn't wait there forever. Long range flu shot for fun. On one of these mature doe. I could do the call, see which one's low fit. Maybe we might as well just do that, eh? Alright, which one of you? Low fit. Come on out. Oh, let's see. I think these whitetail are lying to me. There's no way all of you are above 50%. They're just gonna ignore the call? How about you? There's no way you're above 50%. They're just ignoring the call. That can happen too after you spook them. The calls just get disabled. What time am I at? Oh my goodness, they're 43 minutes. Well, might as well have some fun here. 100 meters. Let's go for a flu arrow. Long range. See what happens. They just started moving out. What? Oh, now did you decide to come to the drink zone? Oh, now they decided. Okay. So that was like 10 minutes. It took 10 minutes to decide. Now they're coming to the drink zone. Which is okay by me. And they're alerted. Okay. No problem. Just need a mature female. And we'll fling a flu arrow at them here. We're gonna use the hunter sense dot. The wind's blowing against it, so it's gonna be. Oh my. Okay. Oh, she's moving. It's not very zoomed in at all, of course. How far is she at? It is registering 60 meters or so. Oh, they're all moving. Oh, they're not going to stop, are they? Because of they're in travel mode. Oh, look at the arrow get all confused from the branches. This one looks kind of like a mature. Can't tell though. And these ones are right here. I have to stand up. No, it's an adult. There's one there. 7. Right at the back. Try not to walk. No, she's walking. Yeah, when they're traveling, it gets real tricky. I wonder, now that they're in traveling state, if any of them will come to the call. Here's a test. As their AI would have adjusted a little bit once they went into traveling mode. There would have been some kind of programming change. Let's see here. Anybody turning? They're gonna get away from me. There's one between the trees. Do I have one coming in? Sounds really close. Oh, I do. Oh, I got a couple. Yeah, see, I figured the AI would, like the programming of the deer would change when they started to move out. Alright. Oh, that's fine. This should be easy enough. You want to stop? Heart shot. Bunk. Oh, come on. That must have been where the heart was. No? Did I shoot over the heart again? I mean, I'm always too worried to shoot under the heart. Oh, look, he took the bridge. Very polite of him. Alright. Well, let's go get him. Here he is. He didn't go too far. Pick him up. I did shoot over the heart. Hey, look. Registered cavity damage, though. Go, little flu, go. Spin, spin, spin. Yep. Just over it. That's exactly where I want to shoot, though, because you get the lung instead. Double lung. And it actually left the other side. It went through. Alright, 28%. He's a goner. Alright, I think I'll end the video here. I didn't actually accomplish what I was trying to do, much like last time I tried to do this. I didn't get the need zones. But I think I'll end the video, and then I'll just run around and get the need zones, because I want to collect them all. Gotta get them all. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully some of this was helpful or informative. Leave any comments like normal in the comment section, and let me know what you think. So happy hunting. Take care, guys. See you in the next one.